So the epistle lesson this morning from 1 Timothy. We get some great teaching here, but it's teaching that we don't like to follow. The first part that I want to look at for those who persist in sin, rebuke them in the presence of all, so that the rest also may stand in fear. Instead of rebuking, we are supposed to accept now. We are not supposed to point out our own sins. But see, here's the thing. If we point out other sins, we should be willing to have our own sins pointed out too. And instead of wanting correction in our own lives, we would rather let the world be not living as God wants us to. We don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want to be told we're sinful, even though we know we are. We look forward on this and say, do not ordain anyone hastily, and do not participate in the sins of others. Keep yourself pure. Do not ordain anyone hastily, yes. Every denomination has its problem. And we see it. We see how much the church has suffered by putting those in ministry who are not called to be there, whether or not for the glory of God, but instead for their own selfish reasons. Do not participate in the sins of others. Keep yourself pure. Man, if only we were able to 100% take this advice, including myself, of not just following the crowd, of being always willing and wanting when the crowd is doing something, when our friends are doing something we know is not beneficial to God. Not only against God, but just not beneficial. That we do not have the courage and faith to walk away, to correct, or at least not participate. I think this next part is a little easier. No longer drink only water, but take a little wine for the sake of your stomach and your frequent ailments. Sorry, Baptist, but yeah, you're supposed to be drinking a little. I'm not going to get into the deep theological significance of wine. But to me, this is just a little bit of reminder put in there that we don't need to be perfect, but we need to be improving. We need to always try to be closer to God.